Alright everyone, hello, I am back and I'm going to try this again because it didn't quite work the first time. So we'll see. Doing it again. Doing it again. Sorry guys, it's doing it again. So I just need to just do something real quick. Sorry guys, I keep having this problem with Facebook and I'm just trying to get it sorted out. Anyway, so here I am. So for some weird reason, hopefully if I do this right, I should be able to see your comments. If I do it right. Yeah, so hello. How are you doing? How are you doing? So I got my cards with me today. I've got a different pack out for today. So we'll see how it goes. Just waiting for YouTube to sort it for Facebook to sort itself out. And let's see how it goes. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So if you would like a card reading, just give me a shout. Hopefully I've got the Facebook problem sorted out. So as I was saying in my last live stream, I done a YouTube video just before I came on live. And it was to do with my next door neighbour's cat. And he comes around every single day. And he decided to sit on the chair that I normally sit on. So I filmed him, put it on YouTube. And my partner said, did you know there's orbs in your video? So if you see orbs flying around me, let me know. Because I'm intrigued to see whether it is orbs or whether it's just dust. So yeah, please leave a comment if you see any weird lights flying around me. I don't know whether YouTube has sorted itself out yet. Not YouTube. Facebook hasn't sorted itself out yet. So hopefully it will do. So yeah, because it comes up with Facebook user, doesn't it actually come up with it? Okay, it's still coming up as right. Bear with me. I'm trying to get this. Let's see whether I can get. I'm using StreamYard. Right, okay. So hopefully I should go back to where you guys are. Okay. So I do apologise, everyone. I'm having problems with StreamYard. So if I do that, will it change? No. Sorry, everyone, I'm having technical difficulties. So would you like a card reading? That should be my first question. Would you like a card reading? If so, leave it in the comment and your name next to it, and hopefully I can get this sorted out. Okay, great. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. So, right, let's pull you a card. Hopefully I can get this StreamYard sorted out one of these days. Right, so let's pull you a card. Right, so I've got the card Trust. So with this card, right, let's see what I'm picking up. Okay, so with this card, I feel that right, the first thing that's coming to me is the word spirit. So the reason why I'm getting the first thing spirit is I feel that okay. The first thing that's coming to me is like trust in spirit. That's what I'm feeling. Is like, so I don't know whether you do what I do in a sense of like mediumship, but what I'm getting is like trust in spirit or something to do with trust and something to do with spirit. So I don't know whether you're feeling a bit disconnected with everything that's going on with yourself at the moment, but I feel like you're a little bit disconnected with like spiritual stuff. I don't feel like you're the type of person that would go to church every Sunday or anything like that, but I feel that you have this connection with like spirit and stuff like that, and you feel a little bit disconnected at the moment. Okay, so what else I'm getting with this? Okay, and it's like it's giving me this feeling of like if you look for the light, you'll get that like inspiration of what you need. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I'm getting like again. I feel like I'm not really connecting with this card, and again, is that word of like disconnect with yourself. It's like I don't want to say that you've taken your back on. Okay, bear with me because on the card, yeah, that's what I was feeling because in the card she's like facing towards like this light in the corner here, and she's even though she's facing that, she's kind of like in a way like turned her back on what's going on in the world. I'm not saying that you've turned your back on like spirit or anything like that, but I feel like you've kind of like turned your back on certain things in life, and you like put up this like wall. Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of like feeling. You take your kind of like taking your back on like certain things in life because you've got other things that need to be done first. If that makes any sense. So that's what I'm getting with that card. Let's see whether I can pull you another one and see what I can get from that. Alright. Oh, thank you very much. So with this card, so I pulled you another card. So with this card, it's well-being, and again, I feel with this one, it's like this because the first word I get with this one is like reborn. So I feel that you in the future that you're like again, I know what I want to say, but it's just trying to get the words out. Is like in the sense of like you want to go through that reborn stage again. It's like with the last card, it was like you turned your back on turns you back on certain things in your life, and I feel that you will be like all that stuff will get sorted out, and then you'll be like reborn again. You'll have that spark again that will help you. Yeah, so you have that spark again, and like the feel of like being reborn again. And right by this lady's head, where my finger is, I don't know how I can see it, just around about there. It's like a big ball of light, and I feel that with that it will be like spirit, like helping you to be reborn again. And I feel once that happens, like the sky will be like the sky's the limit, so to speak. But I feel that you have to go on a little bit of a journey first to get there. When I say like a journey first, it's like you have to go through all the, what's the word without swearing? You have to go through all the dirty work to get there without using the S word. And I feel like once you get towards the end, I feel that spirit and other things that you've been putting off will be waiting for you. If that makes any sense. Okay, what else? Because I feel with you like you're, because I want to say like your light within you is kind of like clouded at the moment. I'm hoping that all of this is making sense, because like to me it's like bits and pieces, and I feel that's what it's like with you at the moment. It's like bits and pieces of stuff that's going on, and you're trying to make sense of it yourself, and that's how I'm kind of like feeling. I'm feeling like trying to put all this stuff together to try and make sense of it, and I feel that you're kind of like the same. I am good. I'm glad. Because normally I get like a bunch of stuff, and I normally know where I'm going with this with the reading. And I feel with you, it's like I'm not quite sure where I'm going with this reading, and I feel that's kind of how your life is at the moment. You're not quite sure how, like, where you're going and how you're going to get there, and all that kind of like stuff. I'm feeling kind of like confused with it, but I feel that you will be like kind of like reborn, and once you get onto that path, of being like reborn, and that you'll get there, and the things that you want now will be there in the future. If that makes any sense. I think that's pretty much what I'm trying to get out. That you will get there in the end. So let's see whether I can pull you another card. Right. So I'm glad this has made sense to you, and I'm kind of, in a way, I'm kind of glad that like the StreamYard I'm using is kind of playing out when it comes to Facebook, because all it says is Facebook user, and so I don't know who I'm actually reading for. So it's kind of nice knowing who I'm not talking to. If that makes any sense. So yeah, so it's interesting for me, and hopefully one day I'll get my StreamYard sorted out so I can actually see comments on Facebook. Yeah, so one day I'll get the hang of this technology stuff. So So oh yes, yeah, I do know you, Steve. Yeah, now I know. Now I know who it is. Um, yeah. So I'm hoping that all of that's made sense for you, Steve. So now I know who you are. So I've got the last one for you, Steve. And again, I'm drawn to that tree. And to me, that's like the tree of life. And I feel that once you work out where you're going and what you're doing, I feel, because at the moment, because I just looked at it properly, and on the trunk where my finger is, it's something's wrapped around it, and I feel once you break that rope, I'm getting like the word rope. Once you break that rope, I feel that you will be able to breathe again. It's like you can when you sigh, you get that like rush of air out. I feel that with you. And also, I'm actually drawn to like the branches of like the tree, like the branches where all the leaves and that are. And I feel there's going to be like a couple of paths for you in the future, and whatever branch you decide that you want to take, that'll branch off to other branches. If that makes any sense. And those, I keep saying branches, but I feel that it's more like a journey for you. And so if you like imagining it like you're on a path, I feel like you're gonna go right instead of straight on or left. So I hope that also makes sense to you, Steve. Something on the left, on the right, on your path that's gonna really stand out to you, and that will make some sense to you. Also, okay, I know this may sound a bit weird, Steve, but do you sometimes feel, even though you're in a room full of people, do you feel that you're like the only one, if that makes any sense? Because I don't want to say that you feel alone, but there are times where it's like you're on your own, but you're not on your own. If that makes any sense. It's like you want to get your opinion across, but it's like the person that you're trying to get your opinion across, you don't actually feel that they are listening to what you're trying to say. Good. New things, man. Good. So I'm glad I'm glad it's all yeses. So yeah, the other thing I'm getting is the crystal amethyst. I think it's called amethyst. I think it's called. And I feel that you need to probably work with that crystal. Okay, so yeah, you saying that, Steve? I was watching a YouTube video earlier as I was doing the washing up, and can't remember his name. And he's a bit like us in the sense of like I think he's more of a healer than a medium, and he said that he's trying to avoid people now because people that are not on the same wavelength as us don't get what we're trying to do, what we're trying to say, like the way we think, and stuff like that. So yeah, he's getting to the point now where he still makes YouTube videos for people like ourselves that do actually know what he's talking about. So yeah, he gets a little bit frustrated with sometimes when he's trying to get his opinion across. Yeah, and no one takes it. Okay, the other thing I was drawn to was the birds on the corner there. I feel that once you've got yourself sorted out to where you want to be, again, I feel that you will be like flying high in the sense of where you want to be. But again, also with this, like in the picture, like where the birds are, they're in like the lighter part of the card, where everything else around it is in the like darker bit. And I feel with you, Steve, that how can I put it? Yeah, you are in the light, so to speak. I don't feel any. You know me, Steve. I don't do anything like in the darkness or negativity or anything like that. But in that kind of sense, you're. I get the feeling of you being in the light, so to speak. I don't think you're. I don't feel that you're in a dark place or anything like that. I feel that you're in a good space. So yeah, I'm trying to tune in a little bit more. So yeah, I feel that you are in a good place, but there's a lot of things going around you that I want to say that's putting you off a little bit. And I also want to say don't always go down that road that other people want you to go down, if that makes any sense. I feel like you're a bit like me. You listen to everybody else, but you don't always follow your heart. You don't always follow what you feel is right. Yeah, I was just reading your comment there, Steve. So I'm glad that like with the amethyst, and I always feel like I'm not saying that right, amethyst. So yeah, I also feel that's also with you as well, Steve. Is that he said something about what is it? Yeah, balancing. And I feel that's also when you pulled that card for your partner. I also feel that you putting that card for yourself as well. So all the stuff that you were saying to Carol, I feel that you also were saying it for yourself as well. Like we spoke about when we were doing a mediumship with Paul. Like when you put a card, sometimes you are actually reading for yourself as well. But you don't really know until after you pulled that card that you can take quite a lot of that for yourself as well. So yeah, so like sometimes I pull a card for someone and I think, oh, that actually does make a little bit of sense to myself as well. So yeah, right. To be honest with you, Steve, I think it's going to be a quiet night tonight. I think it's just going to be me and you tonight. Would you like me to pull you another card for you, Steve, or are you happy with what you got so far? Because I think it's just going to be me and you tonight, Steve. Yeah, we do. I think when we, not all the time, but I think when we pull cards and do readings for like other people, whether it's like in a group or one-to-one, yeah, I think we should definitely take note of what we're saying to that person we give a reading for, because it's we can learn quite a lot from ourselves, if that makes any sense. Right. One more, please. Okay. I'll definitely pull you another card for you, Steve. So let's see whether. Right. Ooh, happiness for you, Steve. I'm trying to get rid of the glare on the camera. So happiness. So for you, Steve, there is, even though you're going through that period at the moment for you, Steve, I feel that there is still quite a lot of love around you, especially from spirit, and I feel that they are drawing a little bit closer to you in the way of spirit. And again, I'm drawn to the bird just here. I don't know why I'm drawn to him. I want to say him. Maybe because he's a little bit more harder to see, because like where he is, he's kind of like yellow, and he's kind of like blending in. And I feel with that, Steve, that the love in that around you is kind of like blending in. So sometimes it's a little bit hard to see it. And like we were talking about earlier on, Steve, is like with giving readings and stuff, we don't always notice what we're saying, and I feel that's kind of like how you feel when it comes to like happiness and love. Is like you give a lot out, but when someone gives it back to you, you don't really feel it. But there is quite a lot of love. Okay. And again, I'm drawn to this. In the pictures, a lady in there, and she's like got this big cheesy smile. So look out for the person that's going to give you a big cheesy smile, because I feel that this person that's giving you this big cheesy smile is a person that's going to give you your happiness, if that makes any sense. In a way, again, I'm getting your partner's name, Carol. So keep a close eye on Carol, because she might be the one that's going to give you the happiness that you're after, without getting too personal. Without getting too personal. So yeah, just be careful. Like I don't want to say be careful, but just keep an eye on like how she is, because she might give you a little bit more than you bargained for, if you know what I mean. And again, I've got to keep this a little bit clean, because I don't want to get myself into trouble. But yeah, I feel that there is love on the way for you, Steve. And I feel with this card, again with all the other cards, I feel that it will come to you. Yeah. I'm glad you know what I mean, Steve. So I feel that, like I said, with the happiness, I feel that it will definitely come your way. I'm a great believer of like making yourself happy. It's like with me, I make myself happy. Not in that kind of way, but like I do things like cleaning like the flat, or going for a walk, or buying something on Amazon, that kind of thing. That makes me happy, and I'm that kind of person that I do stuff for myself to make myself happy, and I don't always rely on other people, and I feel that you're kind of like the same. like you rely on yourself to make yourself happy, but sometimes it's always nice to, get someone else to make you happy. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I will call that buying stuff. Yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I definitely know what you mean on that one, Steve. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that, Steve, and I hope that most of it or some of it or all of it made sense to you, because I feel a little bit all over the place with that reading today. And normally I know where I'm going with a reading, but that one seemed to be a little bit all over the place. So yeah, but again, I'm trying to shuffle these cards. Again, I don't feel quite right in my hand, so I don't know whether that makes any sense to you as well, Steve. Like, there's like certain things going on with yourself that just don't feel quite right within you. Like you kind of like feel it not quite right within yourself. Yeah. So I'm gonna put these cards down there before I drop them all. So Steve, I will leave you to it. I'm starting to get a bit of a dry mouth, so I need to go and get myself a drink. So thanks for watching. And again, I'll probably go live again over the weekend. Not too sure what day yet, but whatever day it is, I'll make sure I will post it before I go live. So more than likely, I'll probably go live again tomorrow. I want to say tomorrow evening, but a little bit more earlier. So I'm thinking about tomorrow evening about 6 o'clock. But whatever I decide to do, I'll make sure that I post it a good couple of hours before, so we can get a few more people coming on. Oh yeah, definitely. It'll definitely get better for you, Steve. And I feel as like with yourself, is like getting people that you know that what's the word, that's on the same wavelength, if you know what I mean, that people that know you and you know them, you know what I mean. Yeah, so I think that's where you'll get your happiness and your love from, is being around people that that are on the same wavelength. So yeah, I will, like I said, I'll let everyone go, and I will definitely put a post up of what time I'm going live tomorrow. I keep saying tomorrow because I keep getting the thought in my head of Saturday. So I will go live tomorrow evening, maybe a little bit more earlier than this. So yeah, thanks for watching, Steve, and thanks for anybody else that's going to watch later on. Like I said, I'll keep this posted on Facebook and on YouTube. Yeah, thanks very much, Steve. I'll let you go. Have a nice night. I'll see you all again tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.